Hello and welcome everyone to the Shed Sessions presents Let's Read Something. In this series we are going to be taking a look and reading some famous documents throughout history that may not be in audio format, like poems, different addresses, and letters, correspondence, and that's the first one in the series we're going to be doing today. These are going to be famous love letters from historical figures and some celebrities. And these are going to be, the idea is to put some of these collections of text into audio format where normally they aren't all in one place. So this will be a place where you can sit back and listen to these letters and different forms of documents that aren't really in audio format. So let's get started with these love letters. And the first one we are going to do is goes back to 1782. This is Abigail Adams to John Adams, our president. My dearest friend, should I draw you the picture of my heart, it would be what I would hope you would still love, though it contained nothing new. The early possession you obtained there, and the absolute power you have obtained over it, leaves not the smallest space unoccupied. I look back to the early days of our acquaintance and friendship as the days of love and innocence, and, with an indescribable pleasure, I have seen near a score of years roll over our heads with an affection heightened and improved by time, nor have the dreary years of absence in the smallest degree effaced from my mind the image of the dear untitled man to whom I gave my heart. Next is Ludwig van Beethoven to an unknown immortal beloved. This was to an unknown person. Even in my bed my ideas yearn towards you, my immortal beloved, here and there joyfully, then again sadly, awaiting from fate whether it will listen to us. I can only live either altogether with you or not at all. Yes, I have determined to wander for so long, far away, until I can fly into your arms and call myself quite at home with you, can send my soul enveloped by yours into the realm of spirits. Yes, I regret it must be. You will get over it all the more as you know my faithfulness to you. Never another one can own my heart. Never, never. O God, why must one go away from what one loves so? And yet my life in W, as it is now, a miserable life. Your love made me the happiest and unhappiest at the same time. At my actual age, I should need some continuity, sameness of life. Can that exist under our circumstances? Angel, I must hear that the post goes out every day, and must close therefore, so that you get the L at once. Be calm, love me, today, yesterday. What longing and tears for you, my love, my life, my all, farewell. Oh, go on loving me, never doubt the faithfulest heart of your beloved, L. Ever thine, ever mine, ever ours. This one is Prince Albert to Queen Victoria. Dearest, deeply loved Victoria, I need not tell you that since we left, all my thoughts have been with you at Windsor, and that your image fills my whole soul. Even in my dreams I never imagined that I should find so much love on earth. How that moment shines for me still when I was close to you, with your hand in mine. Those days flew by so quickly, but our separation will fly equally so. Ernest, my brother, wishes me to say 1,000 nice things to you, with promises of unchanging love and devotion. Your ever true, Albert. And here we have Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens, to his future wife, Olivia Langdon. Out of the depths of my happy heart wells a great tide of love and prayer for this priceless treasure that is confined to my lifelong keeping. You cannot see its intangible waves as they flow towards you, darling, but in these lines you will hear, as it were, the distant beating of the surf. And here we have Zelda Sayer to F. Scott Fitzgerald. I look down at the tracks and see you coming, and out of every haze and mist your darling, rumpled trousers are hurrying to me. Without you, dearest, dearest, I couldn't see or hear or feel or think or live. I love you so, and I'm never in all our lives going to let us be apart another night. It's like begging for mercy of a storm or killing beauty or growing old without you. I want to kiss you so, and in the back where your dear hair starts at your chest, I love you, and I can't tell you how much. To think that I'll die without your knowing, Gufu. You've got to try to feel how much I do, how inanimate I am when you're gone. I can't even hate these damnable people. Nobody's got a right to live but us. They're dirtying up our world, and I can't hate them because I want you. Come quick to me, lover, lover, darling, your wife. And this is President Richard Nixon to his wife, First Lady Pat Nixon. Dearest heart, and when the wind blows and the rains fall and the sun shines through the clouds, as it is now, he still resolves, as he did then, that nothing so fine ever happened to him or anyone else as falling in love with thee, my dearest heart. Love, Dick. Next is Frida Kahlo to Diego Rivera. Diego, my love, remember that once you finish the fresco, we will be together forever, once and for all, without arguments or anything, only to love one another. Behave yourself and do everything that Emmylou tells you. I adore you more than ever. Your girl Frida. Write me. The next is Orson Welles to Rita Hayworth. Dearest angel girl, I suppose most of us are lonely in this big world, but we must fall tremendously in love to find it out. The cure is the discovery of our need for company. I mean, company in the very special sense we've come to understand since we happened to each other, you and I. The pleasures of human experience are emptied away without that companionship, now that I've known it. Without it, joy is just as unendurable as sorrow. You are my life, my very life. Never imagine your hope approximates what you are to me. Beautiful, precious little baby, hurry up in the sun. Make the days shorter till we meet. I love you, that's all there is to it. Your boy, Orson. The next is Marilyn Monroe to Joe DiMaggio. I don't know how to tell you just how much I miss you. I love you till my heart could burst. All I love, all I want, all I need is you forever. I just want to be just where you are and be just what you want me to be. I know it's lousy of me to be so late so often, and I promise to try 1,000,000 times harder. I promise. Love, Marilyn. The next is Johnny Cash to June Carter Cash. Hey June, that's really nice, June. You've got a way with words and a way with me as well. The fire and excitement may be gone now that we don't go out there and sing anymore, but the ring of fire still burns around you and I, keeping our love hotter than a pepper sprout. Love, John. This is another one from Johnny to June Carter Cash. Happy birthday, Princess. We get old and we get used to each other. We think alike. We read each other's minds. We know what the other wants without asking. Sometimes we irritate each other a little bit. Maybe sometimes we take each other for granted. But once in a while, like today, I meditate on it and I realize how lucky I am to share my life with the greatest woman I ever met. You still fascinate and inspire me. You influence me for the better. You're the object of my desire, the number one earthly reason for my existence. I love you very much. Happy birthday, Princess. John. This is Elizabeth Taylor to Richard Burton, written shortly before their first divorce. My darling, my still, my husband. I wish I could tell you of my love for you, of my fear, my delight, my pure animal pleasure of you, with you, my jealousy, my pride, my anger at you at times, most of all my love for you, and whatever love you can dole out to me. I wish I could write about it, but I can't. I can only boil and bubble inside and hope you understand how I really feel. Anyway, I lust thee, your still wife. P.S. Oh, love, let us never take each other for granted again. P.P.S. How about that? 10 years. This next one is Richard Burton to Elizabeth Taylor, written after their first divorce. You're off, by God. I can barely believe it, since I am so unaccustomed to anybody leaving me, but reflectively I wonder why nobody did so before. All I care about, honest to God, is that you are happy, and I don't care much who you'll find happiness with. I mean, as long as he's a friendly bloke and treats you nice and kind. If he doesn't, I'll come at him with a hammer and a clinker. God's eye may be on the sparrow, but my eye will always be on you. Never forget your strange virtues. Never forget that underneath that veneer of raucous language is a remarkable and puritanical lady. Try and look after yourself. Much love. The next one is President Ronald Reagan to First Lady Nancy Reagan. Aboard Air Force One, March 4th, 1983. Dear First Lady, I know tradition has it on this morning that I place happy anniversary cards on your breakfast tray, but things are somewhat mixed up. I substituted a gift and delivered it a few weeks ago. Still, this is the day that marks 31 years of such happiness as comes to few men. I told you once that it was like an adolescent's dream of what marriage should be like. That hasn't changed. I know I loved the ranch, but these last 2 days made it plain that I only love when you are there. Come to think of it, that's true of every place and every time. When you aren't there, I am no place, just lost in space and time. I more than love you. I'm not whole without you. You are life itself to me. When you are gone, I am waiting for your return so I can start living again. Happy anniversary, and thank you for 31 wonderful years. I love you, your grateful husband.